California, late 1960s, a time of freedom, music, and peace. But hidden beneath the bright lights of America, a nightmare was beginning. A killer was hunting young couples in the dark, then sending terrifying letters to newspapers, mocking the police, threatening the public, and signing every message with one name, Zodiac. To this day, his identity remains unknown. This is the story of America's most mysterious serial killer.
December 20th, 1968. A cold night near Lake Herman Road in California. Two teenagers, David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, parked their car in a quiet lover's lane. It should have been a normal date night, but sometime after 11 p.m., another car pulled beside them. A man stepped out from the darkness. No warning, no argument. Gunshots shattered the silence. The killer executed both teenagers, then disappeared into the night. Police were confused. No robbery, no clear motive, just two victims left in the cold darkness. At the time, nobody realized this was only the beginning. 7 months later, July 4th, 1969, another young couple parked near Blue Rock Springs Park. Darlene Ferrin and Michael Maggio. Just after midnight, headlights suddenly appeared behind them. The vehicle stopped. A man approached their car carrying a flashlight. At first, they thought he was a police officer. Then the shooting started. Bullets exploded through the windows. The attacker walked away, then strangely returned moments later and fired again. This time, one victim survived. Michael Maggio later described the killer as heavyset, with a large face and short curly hair. But the description wasn't enough. The killer vanished once again. Less than an hour later, a phone rang inside the Vallejo Police Department. A calm male voice spoke slowly. "I want to report a murder. If you go 1 mile east on Columbus Parkway, you will find kids in a brown car." Then the voice added something chilling. "I also killed those kids last year." Click. The line went dead. For the first time, police realized they were hunting a serial killer. Weeks later, newspapers across California received disturbing letters. Each envelope contained shocking confessions. The writer claimed responsibility for the murders, but that wasn't the terrifying part. Inside the letters were strange coded messages, ciphers. The killer demanded newspapers publish them on the front page, or he would continue killing. And at the bottom of each letter was a strange symbol, a circle with a cross through it. The signature read, Zodiac. America became obsessed. Who was he? How did he know so much? And what did the codes mean? One cipher was eventually solved by a schoolteacher and his wife. The message read, "I like killing people because it is so much fun." The public was horrified. The Zodiac Killer wasn't just murdering people, he was enjoying the fear, and even more terrifying. Some of his ciphers remain unsolved to this day. Experts, cryptographers, and FBI investigators have spent decades trying to decode them, but Zodiac kept his secrets hidden in darkness. September 27, 1969. A young couple relaxed beside Lake Berryessa. Then suddenly, a strange figure appeared from behind the trees. He wore a black executioner-style hood with the Zodiac symbol stitched onto the chest. The man carried a gun and a knife. He calmly tied up the couple, then brutally stabbed them. Before leaving, the killer walked to their car door and wrote a message, the dates of previous murders, and one terrifying word, Zodiac. For investigators, this changed everything. The killer wanted attention. He wanted the world to fear him, and it was working. October 11th, 1969, San Francisco. Taxi driver Paul Stein picked up a passenger late at night. Minutes later, the passenger shot him in the head, but this murder was different. Witnesses actually saw the killer. Police officers even searched the area nearby. And here's the shocking part. One officer may have briefly encountered Zodiac, but accidentally let him walk away. The killer escaped into the darkness yet again. Soon after, new letters arrived, this time containing pieces of Paul Stein's bloody shirt, proof that Zodiac was always one step ahead. Panic spread across California. People stopped going out at night. Couples feared isolated roads. Parents warned children about strangers. The Zodiac Killer had transformed murder into psychological terror. Every new letter became national news. Television stations discussed his codes, newspapers printed his threats, and Zodiac loved every second of it because fear was his real weapon. Over the years, I'll tell you, police investigated countless suspects. One of the most famous was Arthur Lee Allen. Many detectives believed he fit the profile, but the evidence never fully matched. Fingerprints didn't confirm it. DNA results remained uncertain. And officially, the Zodiac Killer was never identified. Even today, people continue debating who he truly was, a genius, a psychopath, or someone hiding in plain sight. More than 50 years later, the Zodiac Killer mystery remains unsolved. No final arrest, no confession, no answers. Only cryptic letters, terrifying memories, and victims who never received justice. Some believe Zodiac died long ago. Others believe his identity has already been discovered but never proven. But one thing is certain. Somewhere inside the shadows of American history, the Zodiac Killer still waits. If you enjoy dark true crime documentaries, unsolved mysteries, and terrifying stories from history, subscribe to Noir Crate, because some mysteries were never meant to be solved.